Recently, I got into human design and I was putting Google to use for many hours. A friend of mine hadn't heard about human design yet, so I sent her to humandesignblueprint.com because Erin, the lady who runs that business, she gives the best summaries of your human design. So a newbie would immediately get value instead of just getting confused with weird symbols and numbers. I got confused at first, so I was really happy to have found Human Design Blueprint, which is not an ad, by the way. I just really love the service they're providing. Anyway, my friend, she put in her birth details and she got answers. She's a generator. And you know what the first reaction was that she gave me? She said, "Oh, haha, great. I'm just like 70% of the world population." And that got me thinking, why is it that we all just want to be special? Why do we want to get validation that we belong to the most rare group? Isn't the human species all about wanting to belong to the group in order to survive? Why do we like it so much to be an outlier in terms of personality traits? Seriously, you'll notice it too. The next time you're Googling something about personalities, you always see questions that are related to your question, asking, is X special? How rare is type X? The same goes for the Myers-Briggs types, like the EFSJ, INTP, those types. You immediately get options that tell you how rare a certain type is, because apparently that's what people want to know. And don't get me wrong, I'm not judging here. I'm the same. In Myers-Briggs, I am an INFJ, which is the rarest type of Myers-Briggs. And every few years I take the test again, and each time I'm absolutely terrified that I've changed and that I'm no longer a personality unicorn who has the same type as MLK and Mother Teresa. And I always wonder, how do they know which celebrity is or was which type? But hey, I'm special and I love it. And with me, apparently, so does everyone else. So this got me thinking, why are we interested in personality labels in the first place? I don't like judging on labels because each type, sign, design, etc. has its own strengths and weaknesses. I know that in big corporates, they love to use the colors, like are you a blue personality, a green one? And I know that I get this feeling of discomfort when I know someone is a red, and that's just because I associate it with the red flag. I don't know this person. I don't know anything about the strengths of reds. Maybe he or she is the perfect counterpart to my weaknesses and we'd make a great team. I don't know. But I hear red and I just go, ugh. And the same goes for human design. I'm a manifesting generator and I am full of energy for all kinds of new plans and passions. I have passions all over the place. So I naturally think that reflectors or projectors are boring people who just sit around waiting for an invitation to share what they believe. While in real life, someone with a more reactive and thoughtful profile would probably be great for me to stop me from diving in head first without thinking or feeling things through. So as it turns out, I'm looking at it from the wrong perspective. What we humans ultimately want is to be understood and to belong. And the best way to get understood is to thoroughly know yourself first. All the personality defining methods out there are created to understand how we communicate, how we deal with stress, how we lead, parent, collaborate, negotiate, etc. And in a group, this is, of course, very useful to know. You can adapt yourself to others. You can make sure others understand you and thus create a mutual sense of belonging. Thus is my favorite word in the English language. It makes me feel very Jane Austen-y. So if you see that finding out your personality type actually makes you want to belong, why do we like it to feel more special than others in the group? Like for me, it still doesn't answer the question as to why we'd love to feel special. Take my friend, for example. Technically, she should be glad that she belongs to the 70% group because the odds of her fitting into the group are way bigger than for the 1% personalities. How does it work? Researchers have translated the feeling of feeling special into the feeling of mattering. And when we feel like we matter, all kinds of interesting things happen in our brains. Our self-esteem rises when we belong to the unicorn group, and this in turn leads to more positive self-knowledge, self-worth, increased internal motivation and energy. And this feeling, in turn, increases serotonin levels. And higher serotonin levels make that people are less sensitive to rejection, which allows them to boost their self-esteem, increase their feeling of worthiness, and tada, create a feeling of belonging. And when you think about it like that, it actually makes sense. When you stand out positively, that feels great. Like if you stand in a group and you get a compliment or something, you just go, oh, I just grew a meter because I'm feeling so proud of myself. So think about moments when you felt absolutely great, like skipping down the street good. How was your attitude towards others when you felt that way? Most likely you were feeling kind, generous, helpful in some way. When we feel good about ourselves, we are more likely to be helpful to those around us. And guess what? That tendency to help others is a necessary survival skill when we just started roaming this earth, when we were hunting and gathering our way through life. Our brain rewards us with all kinds of happy hormones when we help someone. Helping others makes us feel incredible. So what researchers think happened is that because our brain rewards us for helping others, we as a species are more likely to survive. So a happy, altruistic person who is out there to help others is more likely to be accepted into a group. So there it is again, belonging to a group. So, okay, back to my friend and her boring old generator profile. What to do if you'd love to feel special, but all the online tests are giving you generic profiles and telling you that you belong to the masses. I guess that the action you can take, it depends on the mood that you're in. If you're feeling down and out and you need a quick fix in your mood, it's nice to look at external factors to validate yourself. Your favorite celebrity, who turns out to be just like you, can fix your mood in an instant, for example. If you're feeling more introspective and curious in general, it's better to search for this special feeling within yourself. It'll give you better results in the long run. So here are some ways you could feel special about yourself and make your brain happy by feeling like a unicorn. First of all, allow yourself to lovingly fall into the trap of Googling others with your personality type and see if you find any celebrities or important people who you look up to that have the same characteristics as you have. It's external, as I said. It's not a perfect solution, but if you're looking for a quick boost, then this is the one for you. This is the externalist validation you could find, but it will make your brain happy and it will give you a motivational boost. My second tip is, this one always works, but still, think about puppies. Seriously, puppies. They are pretty generic animals. They're fluffy, they're cute, they're warm, they're cuddly, and yet there are sassy puppies. There are puppies who care more about others. There are moody puppies. There are shy puppies. And you wouldn't reject any of them, but you just go, oh, it's so cute that they're sassy or shy or moody or whatever. And then, voila, you apply that to yourself. The last one I have is, it's searching for a combination of external and internal validation. You look up specific strengths that are associated with your personality type. You identify which ones belong to you and how they have helped you in past situations. And by looking up these common strengths, you can make yourself feel like you belong with a group. You'll feel understood. And by cross-referencing these to your own actions, you will reward your brain for doing good stuff. Et voila, you're back to feeling special in no time.